How you doing, brother?
Good, thanks. Yeah. First of all, you played earlier on. I listened to part of your set from outside the tent. I couldn't get in the tent. It was fucking rammed. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
There was just a huge crowd in the tent, and then there was probably 50 deep outside. So,
wow.
Yeah.
That number's been getting bigger as we hear it, so I like it. I like it.
Went over there, it's just like, wow, yeah. It must be sort of really good for you guys when the tent is packed like that and you get the energy. Yeah.
I never expected it at all. You know, it's like we get such a great response out here, man. It's phenomenal.
Yeah. And the thing with the festival, there's always somebody else on the other stage at the same time, so you're never quite sure who's going to turn up. And
I think we may have gotten a little lucky with the rain since we were playing under a tent.
Yeah.
You know, but hey, you know what? I'll take it.
Yeah.
Everybody seemed
it was actually sort of almost stopped by that point. So most people were there because they wanted to see you. That's why.
That's awesome. Yeah. Even better.
Yeah. Oh, that's all. They just heard Ace Frehley and thought, nah.
Is that who was playing while we were?
He was over on the second stage at the same time. And I can't remember who was on the main stage at the time, but yeah. So you're up against I think 3 other bands at the same time, and you still pulled a huge crowd.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So hopefully that means you'll be invited back to play on a bigger stage next time.
Would love to. I would actually do a lot of things for that I don't know if we can mention.
Yeah. And obviously you got a new album come out, Something Supernatural. Can you tell us a little bit about the album?
I mean, we got the name from a lyric in the song, and Brandon, our singer, kind of pulled us along in the feeling of that encompassed the entire feeling of the album, because it's kind of the overall theme. There's a lot of mythical themes in it, and mystical, magical type stuff, and even just different kinds of lore, mixed in there. So I think he was right that encapsulates kind of the overall idea of it. It's just, riffy and, stony.
And when you come to write the albums, do you all kind of sit down together and write, or do you sort of have 1 or 2 people who do most of the writing? Yeah.
We write a lot together. Usually what'll happen is someone will have a starting of an idea, either a little riff, or Brandon will have some idea to go on, or Paul will have a drum beat, whatever it is. And then we all just get in a room and kind of jam on it and throw, our own ideas onto it to build it a little bit more, and it's we accomplish a lot more as a group, It's whatever comes easy, we decide to go with.
And do you tend to record it together, sort of almost a live feel, or is it more each your instrument recorded separately?
When it comes to writing and jamming, we record everything live in the room, so we can listen back, and if anybody happens to, go off in one cool place or another, we'll be able to, track that back. When it comes to the studio, we actually did a crazy mixture of both for the album. Machine produced it, and he had us, first we played every song live, and he mapped out the tempos for us, so we could still play to a click, but it was a moving click. The tempo adjusted according to how we would play naturally. Then we recorded all the parts individually, and then after that we recorded live, everyone in the room playing to those tracks, and he layered that in there to kind of keep that live feel, really crazy technique, but he's amazing right there.
But it's one of those things that everyone's got their own technique, and it's whatever works for you that gets a sound that you're happy with. And after you play Download, you're touring for a couple of months, I think.
Yeah. We have like 2.5 weeks off to write some new material for the next album, and then pretty much July through the beginning of October we'll be on the road steady. We're doing a run with a band called Wilson and also Mothership in the U.S. For another tour for September that'll be announced very shortly.
And the one that I noticed stood out is you're playing the motorboat cruise, Motorhead, Slayer,
Lemmy!
And instead of the sort of torrential rain we've had here, you're going to be playing in the Bahamas on a fucking cruise ship.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be incredible. We actually did a similar one earlier this year called Shiprocked.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's great. You're on a boat. She floats. This guy's trying to get beers. It's not working out. Sorry, man. Daddy's thirsty. But yeah, you go to the Bahamas. It's a beautiful island. It's pristine. You could rock out on stage at like 3 o'clock and then go swim with the stingrays at at 4. It's incredible. Everybody on the ship is so nice. All the bands hang out. They'll eat lunch with the fans and stuff. So I'm sure Motorboat will be much the same, but probably more beer drinking. I heard they ran out of beer last year.
And that's just Lemmy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but half the ship will be Lemmy's alcohol supply, and the other half will just be for everyone else.
So hopefully we get in good with Lemmy and get some of that secret stash.
Yeah, I suspect if you tried drinking his secret stash without his permission, you'd be overboard.
Yeah, oh yeah. And I'm scared of the ocean, so.
Right. So playing a cruise is the obvious place.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You've got some dates in Europe in November. Any plans to add some UK dates as well?
You betcha.
Excellent, yeah.
I would say more than plans at this point.
Right, yeah. So it's probably the usual. They'll be announced after the festival ends because
But I think we'll actually be spending a good amount of time considering in the UK for the kickoff of that. It should be pretty sweet. I think we're hoping to plan on like 10, maybe 12 dates. So
that's a good tour, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be sweet.
There's so many bands coming over from the States, and it's just like our UK tour is London.
Yeah.
Which I suppose it comes down to the promoters, but it's always nice for the fans when the band's actually doing a really good tour of the country. So
yeah, it's good to cover as much ground as possible, And, I mean, again, that's your booker or promoter, but at the same point, sometimes you gotta kind of work the deep dark corners of the internet to make stuff happen, if you got to.
Yeah. And how have you enjoyed your day so far?
It's been crazy. Can't even believe that something to this massive scale is actually coordinated very well. I mean, minus when we first got here, it was like run to this booth and talk to this person, then run over here and wait for 20 minutes, then run over here. It's kind of like a Monty Python episode for a minute, But yeah, once we got in and everything, set up, I can't believe how smoothly everything flows. It's incredible.
And presumably you get to meet and chat to some of the other bands backstage. Yeah.
A little bit, not too much as of yet, just because we've been, running around doing the whole press thing. I got an arm full of beers, so my words are mostly going to be, hold on a second, let me crack another one.
Or what you'll be doing is waiting till you finish this slab of beer, and then you'll be going to that, hey guys, have you got any beer left?
Exactly. The greatest introduction.
Got to be done, yeah. Right. Well, I look forward to seeing the UK dates announced. I definitely want to get along to one of those.
Definitely.
What I saw of your show today was absolutely fantastic. So
thank you very, very much.
Yeah,
it's our pleasure to be here.
Thanks so much for your time.
Yeah, thanks for having us.